Hi, so I filmed a video in Oslo recently, it's a vinyl hunt video, and I think it came out pretty good. And I actually found some goodies, as you cannot see right here. The video though is a sponsored one, and that's the reason why it's not out. I need to get the approval for the ads, so it will be available in a couple of days. When you see this video, that video will be on Patreon for every tier, €1 or €3. So yeah, for those interested to see it now, and without ads or sponsored parts, it's there. If not, just wait a couple of days, skip the ads if you're not interested, and that's all. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for them to answer me, I got this video here suggested by YouTube. Trying to get into black metal, my least favorite genre. This channel right here is called Metalbeard, and as far as I can see scrolling the dude's video, he's mostly a metalcore fan or stuff like this, so not really into black metal. And I was thinking, you know what? It might be cool to see his point of view as a metalcore fan about our favorite genre, what he likes and what he don't get, what he gets and stuff like this. I'm not doing this video to mock him or anything like this, I'm just genuinely curious to see what he thinks about black metal and what are the stuff that he don't get or he don't like. So let's watch it together and let's see.
I like to consider myself very open-minded when it comes to just music in general. Not just metal, but music in general. But one of the genres that I can't do is black metal, man. I cannot do black metal for the life of me. I don't mind it when it's like actually part of progressive metal or like even in my metalcore music. I can do
metalcore music? Does black metal mixed with metalcore actually exist? Because I remember in the past there was a band that was called metalcore with black metal influence, was called Bleeding Through. But honestly, beside a couple of blast beats here and there, I didn't really hear any black metal there. So I don't know if he refers to deathcore or stuff like this, but
do like death metal, tech death. I can't really do doom metal. That's the other genre that I don't really care for because it's too slow. But
doom metal can be freaking amazing.
The problem with black metal for me is that it's way too repetitive. The vocals, I can't seem to like the vocals.
Well, it looks like that his knowledge of black metal is the basic one. So when you ask a person why they don't like black metal, they will tell you that sounds like shit, the vocals are all blah, 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 which it's always depend of the genre. And they always get in contact with the, let's say with the true black metal, but there's so many variation and subgenres, so
all the satanic stuff to me comes across as really cheesy.
Also, yes, there's a lot of, satanic themes, but also other stuff like nature or,
And the thing is, like, I'm kind of nerdy already, but I find black metal to be even nerdier. Like, it is like the nerd metal out there. Like, prog metal, sure, they're nerdy, but black metal is like that weird nerd that hides in the basement. But
hey! Honestly, here he's totally right, 100%. I mean, if you take a look at the guys in the 90s, beside the satanic part, if you take a look at the name of the bands, if you take a look about the lyrics, it was all about medieval fantasy, D&D, Tolkien, and so on.
But I am very open-minded, so I want to learn to like black metal, okay? So we're going to go through this list that I found of the best black metal songs ever. Freezing Moon Mayhem, best.
See, these are good lists because there's Freezing Moon on the first one, I Am the Black Wizard of Emperor on the second one, but the problem is that for a beginner, this is not a good list because this is real stuff, real black metal. You have to start with something more simple, something more polished, more clean. It's not like heavy metal. You want to listen to heavy metal? Sure, people will tell you Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, and so on. Death metal, Obituary, Death, Cannibal Corpse, stuff like this. But with black metal, you can start with the classics. You have to start with something a little bit more polished to get used to the sound, to the tremolo picking and stuff like this, and then get something that is more raw and hard to listen, at least for, people that are not used with black metal.
Best black metal songs, I don't know. 6.6 million views on this. Already hate it.
How you can hate the intro? The intro is so good, come on.
Okay, I'm trying to be patient here. Holy crap, just get to the verse already. It will never stop.
Well, the song was written like this, has this build up, you know, so you can't just cut the song because it wouldn't make sense, you know.
Holy crap, man.
You can enjoy all the drum work, you know, with Hellhammer and...
Here, even YouTube says, here's the most replayed part. Want to know why? Because even people who enjoy this band can't even tolerate that intro.
I don't think so. I think that people skip to that part because they read the story about Mayhem. Maybe they watched Lord of Chaos and they're just curious, you know, to hear how that band sound. So obviously Freezing Moon is the most famous song and they just want to hear, you know, some vocals, something, so they skip. I don't want to think that I'm living in a world where people can't even listen to a full fucking song.
Too much foreplay.
That fucking drum, dude. That reverb drum is so fucking good.
Do I look like someone who likes black metal? I'm wearing a...
He was complaining about black metal vocals. And here you have something that doesn't sound at all like a black metal vocals. You should be happy about that.
Blue shirt. The black metal fan base is going to go after me.
Nah,
for the first introduction from this list, oof, we're not starting strong, man. Yeah, Dimmu Borgir is on this, so let's just check out some Dimmu Borgir. So I know he's one of the OGs. Bands like Shadow of Intent wouldn't sound the way that they do if it wasn't for them.
That's true. If I'm correct, the singer of Shadow of Intent is a really huge fan of Dimmu Borgir.
Like, I'm well aware of the importance of black metal, for sure, right? Pierogies of the Great Apocalypse.
This is a pretty easy song to listen, so you should be able to appreciate it, I think. And the orchestral, dude, this is majestic.
It sounds like a James Bond melody.
What the fuck? James Bond? I don't remember any James Bond movie, so I might be wrong, but...
So far, like, I think the instrumentals are sick. Same with the symphonic elements. Again, it's the vocals. I can't do these kind of vocals. But at the same time, man, like,
Shagrat's vocals aren't even that, like, you know, typical black metal, you know, like he intended.
Listen to, like, deathcore stuff and those kind of vocals. I like mathcore. I'm trying to learn to appreciate.
I mean, deathcore vocalists are amazing when it comes to technique. Like, they can shift from, you know, ultra growl to highs, so but they have a different ranges, you know, and they cover also some black metal ranges, so he should be used with that, I guess.
Style of vocals. This is cool too. I like this part.
I feel that metalcore fans always get excited when there's something that reminds them of a breakdown or something, and sometimes I wonder, do they listen a song just for that breakdown? I've seen many people complaining about, you know, when a deathcore band releases a song and there's no breakdown. And I'm like, what about the 4 minutes of the song? Like, you're just waiting for that moment, for that breakdown to 20 seconds?
Look, honestly, this is kind of sick so far. Like, I don't mind it. These kind of vocals, the rhythm.
This Nick Barker, I guess. Yes, he recorded the album.
Rhythms are unique too. The way that they're... This chorus seems pretty long for what it is. Like, we're already halfway through the song. But yeah, I actually think this is solid. But at the same time, is this really black metal?
Oh yeah.
Like, can you guys fill me in? I felt like black metal was just like overused of, like, you know, blast beats and like these shrieky, sinister vocals with like a lot of tremolo picking. Like,
no. See, this is the misconception that a lot of people have. I think that black metal is the genre that has so many subgenres compared to every other genre. You have atmospheric, industrial black metal, war black metal, symphonic black metal, melodic black metal, avant-garde, post, and so on.
To me, this sounds more like symphonic, almost like symphonic death metal or something. Black metal.
Nope. Symphonic death metal will have had more down-tuned guitars, more growls, and the sound overall will have been more big, you know, and deep. Black metal is more high, kind of, you know. The guitars doesn't go that low, and yeah.
But there's a lot of variety. Okay. Look, this is why we're doing this kind of video, because I need to learn to appreciate the genre music. I Am the Black Wizard by Emperor, which
he will not like this one.
Already sounds like I'm not going to be a fan of. No. Good choice for someone who's trying to get into black metal, though.
If you can get into this album, you will find one of the most amazing album ever. I understand why some people don't like it if they are not into black metal, especially when you... There is one of the 2 guitars that they recorded. You can hear when one start is pretty clean and nice, and the other one is so freaking harsh, but literally so fucking harsh, you know. So I don't know what the hell they recorded there, but yeah, for a person not used to it, to the sound, can be annoying.
This track, it ain't doing it.
Those 90s keyboards,
Let's
dude.
check out another one. Behemoth is another band that are like one of the big bands in black metal. Sounds kind of cool so far.
They should be pretty easy to listen. They're really polished. Polished. When it comes to sound.
They love their long intros.
You have to build the tension, man.
It's weird how like so many like black metal bands are like anti-religious, but they sound so religious too, you know?
Well, Satanism is part of religion, so it has sense that sounds religious, no?
Is Behemoth? I assume they are. I don't know. Wait, there was naked women? Oh, they're censored though. Damn it! All right, like I get the idea of the song. So, okay, so yeah, to me, black metal, I assume was just like fast, tremolo picking blast beats, but obviously it's slow and brooding. This track is kind of cool. I do like the atmosphere in this. I think the atmosphere is the biggest takeaway. It's not something I can gravitate towards because the vocal styling is not for me again, but...
I don't understand really with the vocals thing, because I could understand maybe in Dimmu Borgir, but with Behemoth, I mean, Nergal doesn't have the typical black metal vocals. It's not even death metal, you know, it's something in, I wouldn't say even in between, it's his own thing, you know. It's not the typical black metal scream, it's not the typical death metal vocals, so it's personal.
I can appreciate this a lot more than Emperor. The old school black metal, ooh.
Behemoth, especially in the last 3 albums, are really easy to listen, so I think it's a good introduction to black metal.
But that is a tough sell for me. Deaf Heaven. I do like Deaf Heaven's more black gaze stuff. See, I like black gaze. It really sounds like I'm saying something else.
My brain got it immediately. Yeah.
But let's check out some Dark Funeral, Unchain My Soul. This is Dank's idea.
You will not like this if you don't like black blast beat, dude. You will not like this. But this is amazing. I used to blast this in the car so much. The entire album is a masterpiece.
I'm not crazy about my haircut. Alright, I'm trying. People who like black metal, can you explain how you feel listening to it? Why does it make you... Why do you enjoy it?
I think that really depends on what kind of subgenre of black metal you're listening. When it comes to Dark Funeral, when I blast them and have this song, you know, in the background, the mix with those evil notes, with the tremolo picking and the blast beat at his speed and the vocals, is just... give me energy, you know, give me goosebumps. But I have to say something. Black metal really resonates with people that have some mental things going on. And I'm talking of ADHD, autism, introvert people, or even people that suffer of depression. It's really easy for black metal to get into people like this. I've been listening to this genre for the past 20 years, at this point a little bit more. And I've met fans, I've met musicians, and I've seen a common thing over and over. You know, I'm not saying that you have to have some mental things, you know, to appreciate black metal, but I'm just saying that it's really easy for a person that struggles with some mental stuff to enjoy much more and understand much more black metal.
I'm saying that with no judgment, by the way. I'm just wondering. Like, I'll explain with like some of my favorite genres. Prog metal feels like Journeys, right? It's very like those like big crescendo moments in prog metal gives.
It's funny that he mentioned prog metal, which sometimes have songs that are 40 minutes or even longer with long intros, and he was surprised by Freezing Moon long intro or Behemoth.
Gives me goosebumps, or if I'm listening to metalcore or something with a good breakdown, it gives me like the boost of adrenaline.
see, this is where the personal taste, comes into it. I personally, I can enjoy, a good breakdown if I listen, for example, Lorna Shore. But after the second or third one, I'm like, dude, give me a break. It's they all start to sound the same, and sometimes they feel forced. It's like we have to fill this gap, otherwise people will complain there's no breakdown. And when it comes to metalcore, I like metalcore. When it comes to metalcore that mix metal and hardcore, like Hatebreed. But when it comes to the metalcore that the masses listen, so the one that in reality is just melodic death metal with cheesy main chorus, hell no, dude.
Right? That's what I love about those style of genres. When I listen to black metal, it does nothing. It's just like it goes in one ear and it goes out the other. Like there's no sense of feeling. Actually, no, I do feel a little bit. I feel cringe. I feel I'm not even like trying to be funny or anything. I actually feel a little bit of physical cringe when I listen to black metal. Like,
see, this is interesting because it's the same with me when I listen to that melodic, let's say, metalcore. When he say that he cringe when he listen to black metal, I would think that he was referring to the image of black metal, which I could agree, because sometimes bands go too far. So if it was about the image, I would have agreed on some point, but the music, I mean, if it's what he feel, I mean, why am I to say anything?
I'm just being honest. Honestly, it is Dasmano. It truly is. Like, it is a European thing. So actually, one of my neighbors from the place I lived at.
Yeah, I mean, it's born in Europe, but I don't think that has anything to do with it.
Before, he's like, oh, you're a metalhead too. I've mentioned this story to some of you guys, but for those that haven't heard, but yeah, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm a metalhead. Like, how'd you know? I guess I was playing music, something loudly, but he was like showing me these bands, like, oh, you gotta listen to this band. All of his recommendations were black metal. I'm like, damn it! I thought we could have been some cool like neighbor buddies by like connecting with metal music, but instead it was black metal, the only genre of music that I can't do. The point of the story is that the dude was like Polish, and I find that most people
reminded me that I had this friend, really particular guy, it's like, I don't know even how to describe him. He also was Polish, and he was listening, I think, just black metal. Like when I was at his place, there was nothing else but black metal. And this was the only thing he was interested in, But I agree that, if someone suggests you just black metal and you listen metal in general, fuck, it can be heavy,
People who gravitate towards the style of music tend to be, European. And where I grew up,
is black metal... I mean, I think that my audience are mostly Americans. So I think black metal is going good there. Because when I see my analytics, the majority of you guys are from America. And then there's Germany, which is the best market for metal in general, in Europe. And then there's Finland, Sweden, Norway, and so on.
I grew up in friggin' South Canada, close to New York, right? So in that area, skateboarding and everything was a thing. So like punk music was really popular when growing up. So I grew up on like punk. And then
I think a lot of us grew up with punk. Like the first alternative music you start to listen is Offspring. At least my generation, the guys that... in the early 2000 were 13, 14, Offspring, Rancid, Green Day, stuff like this.
And because of it, I think that's why I like metalcore music. I love the speed and energy. And then I got into prog metal because like I wanted to challenge myself as a musician and get better at guitar. So I learned a lot of the more technical stuff and I learned to appreciate it. So that's why like where I grew up. So then when I listen to something like this, it's like I was like across the other side of the world over here. So I couldn't ever get into this stuff. I grew up on more punk. And
I mean, it has sense if you never listened to it before and he's a metalcore fan, It's, I don't know. Again, it's music taste, You can't decide to like something or not. You just like it.
Up, it helps shape the music that you listen to, right? Like the thing that I find cringy is that these people are so anti-religious, which is totally fine. Everyone has their own belief system, but it's the exact same thing as someone who's like extremely like Christian or something and pushing their agenda in through their music videos and through their lyrics. Both sides are extreme. Both sides are cringy to me. But
I disagree here because the majority of black metal bands that use a satanic image, they're using it as a weapon, let's say, against religion. I think that there's very, very few bands that are really satanic in the way that they believe there is some evil force and they pray the evil force. The majority of people thinks about Satanism as something individual. You are your own god. Most of the musicians are atheists, and some of them saying that they're Satanists, but in this way. As I said, it's just a weapon against religion. While on the other side, they really believe in that crap.
Okay, Death Heaven Luna. Totally, that's a big reason when I can't hear what the vocalist is saying. Like, I don't know, it's weird because like in deathcore music, it can sound like all like gurgles, but it sounds pretty cool. But my favorite is when there's like a heavy moment in a song and you can actually hear what the vocalist is like screaming.
Imagine how it is for us, not a native English speaker. I think that 90% of us don't understand anything what their band's saying, especially like Cannibal Corpse or stuff like this that sing very fast. And I don't think anybody really cares, you know, like it's the music that gets into you. So yeah,
there's something like, I don't know if it's like therapeutic is the right word, but there's something that just like I connect with on an aggressive level. And so what these will like, it doesn't do anything for me. So far the atmosphere sounds really nice, the reverb on guitar and the drumming sounds cool, but the vocals
I think that one of the main problem in some of black metal vocalists is that they put a little bit too much effects. So if you're not used to it, it can really annoy you maybe. Some are really covered in too much effects, so you hear more reverb than actually voice, you know. I don't mind this though.
Oh, wow, how does it get to that part? I think I'm liking this. It's the blast beats, the tremolo picking, the screaming on top is that I can't do, but when they...
Why you don't like blast beat? Like deathcore also has blast beat.
Switch rhythm styles to something like this.
How you cannot like blast beats?
The chord progressions are really, really nice.
This is beautiful.
Well, look, we're hearing the ending now a third time around. Is this a pure black metal track?
It's black metal.
Yeah, it's black gaze. So it's not even pure black metal. It's black
Still black
gaze.
metal. It's like, doesn't matter what subgenre. War metal is black metal. Symphonic black metal is black metal. Atmospheric black metal, raw black, it's all black.
So that's why I like it. Because I guess with the shoegaze elements, it makes it a lot more emotional, right? True black, yeah, and that's why I like this.
There's so much emotional black metal songs.
I love the chord progressions in it, and I actually like the vocals here. I actually like the vocals. How I can explain why I like it is that it feels like he's like in pain. It feels like almost like a pain and cry for help. And with the ending after that clean moment, yeah, that's it. You can feel emotion, and I think that's why I'm connecting with it. This could be my favorite song throughout the entire stream so far. We're checking out some None. It's off the album Entity. Oh my, bro, the genre. It says over here, the genre is depressive black / doom metal. This is everything that I hate in music. Like, this is the complete opposite.
You just said you liked the vocals of the previous guy because we're suffering, etc. Felt like he was suffering, so depressive black metal is pretty much like that.
What I like music that doesn't make me feel depressed all the time, and my two genres of music that I can't get into are black and doom metal. So
when it comes to depressive black metal, I think that the musician behind that, beside the ones that fake it, I think that the real one literally put their mental struggle into their music. And I think that that's why many people with the same struggle are able to enjoy this music so much. Because it's literally what they're feeling inside, projected in music.
Oh god, this is going to be torture. Dang, because you people in Europe, you're always like so sad or something. I blame it on the weather. Is it actually? That sounds cool. I want to know the correlation to your depressing music.
The track in the background sounds freaking good. I need to check it out. Depressive black metal mixed with doom with that atmosphere and clean vocals.
And being such happy people.
I need to check that out.
In the world, 2023. Finland. No, it's Finland. How can they rank happiness? I don't believe it. I feel like Finland paid someone. No, I don't believe in that stat. That's a fucking made-up stat. So Finland is the happiest country in the world.
Why are people surprised? Not everybody in Finland listens to depressive black metal, or it's a metalhead, or struggle with mental health. I mean,
what is my thoughts on black metal? I still don't like it. I'm not going to say I
Fair
hate
enough.
it, because I know I said the word hate a lot. I don't like using the word hate because I don't hate it. Least favorite genre of music, okay? Same with doom metal. And the reason is the vocals are insufferable to me. The repetitive patterns can...
It's funny because he have listened now different bands, and beside Dark Funeral, which is the one that sounds like he thought, Behemoth didn't sound like this song here didn't sound like this, the previous one didn't sound so. He listened like 4 or 5 different songs that they are all different in style and genre, and he still point out, you know, that it sounds all kind of the same.
Pretty annoying. The instrumentals, and it's very depressing. I'm not a depressed person. I try not to be, and music like this, it just brings me down. Also, the aesthetic, I can't do the aesthetic. To me, it's lame. It's the same feelings that I had at the beginning. But I will say, leaving this stream, I'm a changed man. I am a changed man, surprisingly, and that is because I realized black metal is more dynamic than I thought. You know, we got black doom metal, which honestly didn't sound that bad over here. We also got some black gaze, which I already knew I didn't mind, but that song from Death Heaven I ended up really liking. So there's variations to black metal that I can seem to appreciate.
And there's even more melodic stuff, well produced, with singers that doesn't even sound black metal, that you will probably enjoy, I think.
When it's just pure, unfiltered black metal, no, it's just a no. It's just a, oh, I don't have the Michael Scott going, no. That's how I feel. But hey, we're trying over here. Null and Death Heaven, I don't mind you guys, but the rest,
I mean, it's his opinion. There's nothing wrong with what he says. I mean, music is just like food. There's something I like, something that you like. So, you know, I don't understand. I mean, if someone gets angry at this, I don't get it. I don't get when people get angry if someone doesn't like your music. But apparently, some people get triggered by it, and I mean, it's fine. We're human beings, I guess. So this is all for this video, guys. This was fun, actually. This was fun. We can maybe do more of this. If you have any suggestion, any video like this that I can react. No music video because I get copyright blocked and blah, blah, blah. So, but videos like this, I think, are fine. So let me know, and I will see you soon in the Oslo vlog. Cheers!
Satan.